Thanks for tuning in. This is Storm with Low Budget Tech, and as you can see behind me, I have finally finished my new editing workstation. It did not come without its troubles, that's for sure, but I thought it was a lot of fun to build. Now, I'm going to confess, this video is not going to be a build log. It's more of a just time lapse of my buddy and I getting all the cable management ready, but a lot of it's going to be building, so why not? Right now behind me it's turned off, but it's only plugged into a PS2 keyboard and an old Dell monitor, mostly because I don't have much else and I don't want to get any dust in my nicer stuff anyway. But yeah, other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the little the montage of what I'm going to be showing you, and I'll see you back when it's done. Now that that's finished, let me take you through a little tour of what is on here. So the motherboard is an ASRock EP2 C612WS. It's got 2 sockets. It's a workstation motherboard. It has 7 PCI Express slots, PCI Express 16 Gen 3, which means I could fit 7 new graphics cards in there and still only be able to do 2 ASLI. The processors in there are 2 Xeon E5 2630 V3s. So they are the Haswell EP SKU of Intel processors. Clocked at 2.2 gigahertz. They're slightly lower than the retail version because they're engineering samples, but I don't think that matters too much, especially when it came to the price. I have 32 gigabytes of Kingston registered DIMMs DDR4. It's running at 1866 megahertz, which I'm hoping I can get to 2133, but if not, that's all good. Let's see, the processors, I have 2 little Thermaltake coolers on them. They're like, I don't know, Hyper T4-esque. Similar kind of deal from Cooler Master. You don't really need much for these processors. They're only like 130 watts of TDP, which is totally great. That's per processor, 130 watts per processor. So it's still it's a lot. They're a lot better than my my old processor, which was an FX processor from AMD, and we all know what those look like. The case is the Thermaltake Core X9, and it is a completely reasonable size. That is completely false. It is absolutely ridiculously huge. It could fit 2 small children in it. So on the rear I/O, I have 8 PCI expansion slots available, 5 audio jacks with an XPDIF out, 2 Intel Gigabit LAN ports, and 1 Gigabit LAN port with IPMI control enabled. I have a serial port, VGA, PS2 combination port, and 4 USB 3.0 ports. I actually have another USB 3.0 port on the board itself, which is kind of interesting, but I only really use that for booting off of USB. I have a 200mm fan in the front, 120mm fan in the back, and 2 120mm fans in the middle. The case has 4 frontal USB 3.0, headphone jack and microphone jack, power and reset switches. The power button has a really cool kind of brushed aluminum look to it, if that's what it is. The front of the case has space for 3 drive bays, but I took all of those out because I don't use 5 1/4 inch drives. I'm running off of a hard drive and an SSD, and those are from my other build. The power supply is an Antec 1000 watt, 80 plus bronze rated. It is an older power supply, but it is still very good, especially for, cost to performance ratios. That's about all I can tell. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what I should do next. Do you guys want me to do a video in which I talk about how I got all these computer parts for cheap, and how you can do the same, or do you want me to do a video in which I build a stand for this monitor right here? I'm trying to get it to slide across this back wall on the workbench. Yeah, there should be a card annotation right about now in this corner, in which you can vote on that, and let me know, and I will see you guys in the next video.